Hello there, SalaryMan here. Today we are talking about the fact that Attack on Titan is a mecha anime. And this is not metaphorically, this is not this is not a joke. This is genetically, structurally, and thematically a 100% proven fact. And maybe that's part of the problem, because anime and manga have always been discussed as part of pop culture. We talk hype, we talk cool characters, we talk handsome, we talk hot. When really, to be taken seriously, we should be talking about anime and manga as art, as works of literature. And this is what we're trying to do here. We're trying to approach them with a slightly more serious tone, more structured approach, hoping that one day we can convince institutions and universities and colleges all over the world to give us an anime and manga literature major. Think about a lot of anime and manga already check every single box to be works of literature. What is the difference between the Japanese anime and manga literature and ancient Japanese literature or any other kind of literature, really? So, this is the first video in a long series where we're going to do an academic approach and analyze our favorite anime. And I will need all your support in the comment section, giving me your opinions and feedback, because that's how disciplines are created. If we're lucky, your children will be majoring in anime or manga at their universities, and you're going to be proud daddies and mommies. Let's dive into it.
Hello, this is Salary Cat and I'm the editor for this channel. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel so I can get paid because Salaryman does not pay me unless you do. Thank you.
First of all, to prove that Attack on Titan is a mecha anime, we need to have a literary definition of what mecha animes are. Let's stop thinking giant robots. Let's stop thinking metal suits. Let's start thinking technical definition. A mecha anime is all about the cockpit. It's about a character isolated and separated from the agency of violence it controls. They are inside the cockpit. They are not really doing the killing. And they are surrounded and have agency over extreme, intense power. That is the power of the suit, or the power of the Titan, or the power of whatever they are piloting, so to say. Which eventually creates two things: a sense of isolation and a sense of separation from the violence. And that's why almost always the main characters of mecha anime end up as one form of sociopath or another. Historically, that has been true. And to prove that, we need to go back to one of the most crucial anime in the mecha genre. So, Evangelion did not invent the genre of mecha, but it did something very important. It dove so deep into it that it eventually stripped it to its psychological core and showed us the main elements needed. Number one, for some reason, mecha genre always employs child soldiers because children represent innocence, no hidden agendas. You can relate to them because, as an audience member, you have no dog in this fight. And it's the same for those children soldiers that get dragged into those grand wars. Number two, semi-autonomous machines. Whether it's the Evas or the Titans, they all had some kind of inherited will, whether it's memory from past conflicts or past pilots, or even just genetic coded like agendas or genetically coded memories. And number three, eventually the pilot goes insane. Psychosis kicks in, genocide and massacres just all over the place. Why is Evangelion a good example to prove that Attack on Titan is indeed a mecha anime. Everyone thinks big metal suits when they think Evangelion, but you are forgetting that there has been a biological aspect to it. If you remember, the suits were made out of the genes and even the biology of Adam and Eve. And if you look at Attack on Titan, yes, the Titans are flesh suits, yet they are rooted in science one way or another because of that ancient parasite that is found under the tree that has caused the whole transformation and triggered the existence of Ymir. So basically, it has always been a hybrid between science fiction and fantasy or biology, with the variation of percentages across the genre. Now, let's talk about Titans as mecha. They are themselves a perfect definition of the mechanics of a suit, a flesh suit, a suit. The pilot's body and movement function is immobilized, and then all the motor abilities gets rerouted through the Titan, and the consciousness relocates. If you put all that together, that is the perfect definition of piloting throughout the mecha genre. That invisible connection between the pilot and the mecha suit, and then also the limitations of it. Titans are not just 100% bio flesh suits that can just run around like a complete animal. They still have activation conditions. They still get affected by emotional stress. Not everybody is at the same level of controlling them. So think about it. If they were not suits at the end of the day, each of them at activation would not have any cost, would not have any limitations. It would be just like you and I at our most of the time at our full control of our abilities, capabilities, and so on. But because it is a suit, it is a device after all, we see different pilots have different levels of control over their Titan, different levels of uh, utility over their abilities, and varying designs as well. Like if Titans were 100% a bio or flesh, they would all share almost 80% or 70% of their characteristics, but yet you see them like spread across a very wide spectrum of design, of abilities, of size, of shape, of everything, which proves the point that there is an aspect of design, an aspect of production to them, which makes them by default suits or mecha. Now, at the end of our video lecture, let's talk about the differences between Evangelion and Attack on Titan, which, by the way, are not differences. They are just the evolution of the genre, the timeline, the plot, the concepts, the angles. It's just post. Attack on Titan is just post Evangelion. Think about it. In Evangelion, conflict is internalized, trauma is inside the characters. While in Attack on Titan, it's collectivized and exploded outwards. Everyone is carrying their trauma loudly, with obvious mental issues, with obvious physical tendencies towards violence, with even their national identity and loyalty struggles. It's just outwards. The genre has developed to carry itself more confidently. Anime fans, anime watchers are now more educated and more well read to be able to accept such outspoken trauma, such outspoken concepts. So I see that it went from internalized to completely publicized, from Evangelion to Attack on Titan. Another thing, the setting itself. In Evangelion, violent is systematic. It's machines, it's technology, and the desire to explore more knowledge and science and break the limitations of forbidden sciences and the forbidden apple is what causes most of the problems or most of the struggle and conflict in Evangelion. While in Attack on Titan, it's post that. Humanity got absolutely restarted. They are not super advanced on the island. They are completely backwards when it comes to technology. Yet, to prove that humans are the problems, it has never been technology. We see the cycle of violence gets restarted again and again and again, even though a civilization keeps getting decimated again and again and again. The cycle of violence is endless. And that is true evolution of the genre to show you that the problem has never been the Evas, it has never been the Titans, it has always been the pilot, it has always been us. You look around you in real life and you find us using Mecha in so many ways. Isolating ourselves from the violence by using remote weapons, by using a lot of other things that we weaponize, like the internet, like guns, like so many things. So, at the end of the day, Mecha has never been about the suit, it has always been about the pilot, you and me and humans. Thank you so much. If you have watched this far, please leave comments on the next topic that we should tackle. What anime or manga should we address in a literary way? Because at the end of the day, this is just the first step. We will refine this further to make it kind of a curriculum, produce lectures. Let's treat anime and manga as the form of art that they are truly meant to be. And don't get me wrong, I love the hype, I love the pop culture, one of the biggest fans of what it created. But at the end of the day, if we want it to be inducted in history, if we want to be taken seriously, we need to elevate the discussion a little bit. Take care.